I feel like a lot of us in the spiritual community like to create like this spiritual bubble around us where, you notice certain patterns within people, places and things, and you've put this wall up, and you do this to protect yourself. But the thing is that you've now created an echo chamber of comfortability, bypassing, and just an echo chamber of this positive, unreal environment. I was in this pattern of self-discovery, of learning, of throwing myself into the flames like a phoenix, in a sense, just jumping into the fire and rising from ashes. But I realize now that I was doing this so often that I wasn't giving myself that time that I needed to just really soak in how much I had grown. I was so focused on pummeling myself down to the point where I was, constantly doing the meditations, the baths, and watching the discussions, and reading the books, and just throwing myself in deep to the point where I was losing a part of the joy and the mystery and the excitement and the lighter sides of me. And I understand that. I understand now where that was coming from. I felt like it came from years of not understanding my power, years of allowing certain behavior, certain people, certain places, giving those people, places, and things my energy to the point where I gathered it all up and nobody had access. Nobody had access. Not only that, but I was just like, I've wasted so much of my time here on this planet, and I'm going to make up for it. And I'm not going to take myself for granted anymore. I'm going to, have boundaries up like wild, and I'm just going to dive deep into this. Yes, I was extremely hard on myself, and I wasn't allowing certain energies in. It was very masculine. And I understand now it's better to be more in a neutral space and to create from a more balanced state. That it's just been a lot more beneficial. And sharing what I've learned. Have we ever stopped to think that when we're in certain environments, feeling the way we do, done how many dark nights of the soul to shed away these layers of ourself, to open our heart, to expand our consciousness? Have you ever thought that when you're put in a dense area or environment or city or store, that you, just by existing and walking around, are benefiting the people that are around you? And it's not because you're better. It's because you've done the work to understand. It's your inner world. Wouldn't you think that it would benefit that density to have somebody that was walking tall in their power, to break it up a little bit? So I think that I'm hoping that I not only I can share this with you guys, but also to remind myself when, for example, I'll take my daughter to a playground and I'm walking around and I'm noticing some of the little kids. They're so young and they're talking, really like, they're talking like grown-ups, okay? They're talking like grown-ups, and like sailors at the same time. And I just like think to myself like, oh my gosh, like who's teaching you this? That was my first initial response. And I'm noticing the smell of smoke on these little babies. And I want to just, I need to remind myself that it wasn't very long ago that I smelled like smoke as well. It wasn't very long ago that, that I may have been on autopilot, and maybe that's what they're experiencing. Is it right? No. Is it wrong? Not in their eyes. And so who the heck am I to say, why are these children living this way, and what were their parents thinking, and things like that? Like, how am I judging? So I've had to continuously humble myself, remind myself why I'm here, what drives me to share this kind of content online, and also to remind myself to continue to walk tall. And you don't need to be there to save everyone. Just stand tall in your power and watch how you break away this density that we experience. Like, I know we've all heard of those websites that are to make fun of the people at Walmart. And, you know, in the city that I live in a really small city. And I've continuously heard that this city is known for drugs. And you know, maybe I'm here for a reason. Maybe I'm here to break it up. Maybe I'm here to mix it up a little bit. So I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm going to do my best to not allow my current environment to dictate how I feel about myself and my choices and decisions by being a spiritual person on this planet.